My partner and I were so excited for a much-needed vacation. We wanted something different, something with character. So we booked this gorgeous old southern home on Airbnb. It looked like something straight out of a postcard. A big wraparound porch, huge oak trees dripping with Spanish moss, and that classic antebellum charm. The pictures were stunning. We thought we'd hit the jackpot, a perfect escape to the quiet countryside. When we arrived, the house was even more impressive in person. It was huge, with tall ceilings and beautiful antique furniture. The air was thick with the smell of old wood and sweet jasmine from the garden. It felt like stepping back in time. We were giddy, exploring every room, picking out which bedroom we wanted, and planning our week of total relaxation. The first day was perfect. We sat on the porch swing, sipped iced tea, and just listened to the cicadas buzz. It was exactly the peace and quiet we were looking for. We went to bed that night, feeling so happy and content. The second night is when things started to feel off. We were watching a movie in the living room, a big, grand space with a massive, unlit fireplace. I kept catching movement out of the corner of my eye. You know that feeling when you think you see something, but when you turn to look, there's nothing there? It started like that. I'd glance over towards the dark corner behind the big armchair, and I'd swear I saw a shadow shift, like someone was standing there, just watching. I tried to brush it off. It's an old house, I told myself. It's probably just the lights playing tricks, or my eyes being tired. I didn't want to say anything to my partner and ruin the mood, so I just snuggled in closer and tried to focus on the movie. But the feeling of being watched just wouldn't go away. It was this prickly sensation on the back of my neck, a cold spot in the otherwise warm room. Later that night, I woke up suddenly. The room was pitch black except for the moonlight filtering through the tall windows. Everything was silent, but I had this overwhelming feeling that I wasn't alone. I lay there, frozen, just listening. My heart was pounding in my chest. Then, I heard it. A soft creak of the floorboards, right next to the bed. It wasn't the house settling. This was a deliberate, slow sound. I held my breath, straining my ears in the darkness. My partner was fast asleep beside me, breathing deeply. I tried to tell myself it was my imagination running wild in a strange old house. But then I heard another creak, closer this time. My eyes were wide open, staring into the darkness at the foot of our bed. And that's when I saw it. A shadow detaching itself from the deeper shadows of the corner. It wasn't just a trick of the light this time. It was tall and slender, a vague, human-like shape that was darker than the surrounding dark. It moved without a sound, gliding across the floor toward the bed. I was paralyzed. I couldn't scream, I couldn't move, I couldn't even breathe. It felt like my lungs were encased in ice. I just lay there, watching this thing, as it came closer and closer. My mind was screaming, but no sound came out. It stopped right beside the bed, on my side. I could feel a sudden drop in temperature, a chilling cold that seeped right into my bones. I squeezed my eyes shut, hoping, praying that if I couldn't see it, it would just go away, that it was all a nightmare. But then I felt the mattress dip. A distinct, undeniable weight settled onto the bed, right next to me. I could feel the pressure through the blankets, the indentation in the mattress as if someone had just sat down. My heart felt like it was going to explode. I could feel the presence of it, this cold, silent entity, just inches away from me. I lay there for what felt like an eternity, completely rigid, with my eyes squeezed shut. The weight on the bed remained. I could feel it there, a heavy, cold presence beside me. I didn't dare move a muscle. I was too terrified to open my eyes, too terrified to see what was sharing the bed with me. My mind was racing. Is this real? Am I dreaming? Please let this be a dream. But the cold was real. The weight was real. Every instinct in my body was screaming at me to run, but I was utterly and completely frozen by fear. After what felt like hours, I felt the pressure lift. The mattress slowly rose back to its normal position. The intense cold began to dissipate, replaced by the normal, warm air of the room. I stayed completely still, listening. I heard nothing. No creaks, no whispers, just the sound of my partner's steady breathing and the frantic drumming of my own heart. I slowly, cautiously, opened one eye. The room was empty. The shadows were just shadows again. There was nothing there. I didn't sleep for the rest of the night. I just lay there, wide awake, staring at the ceiling until the first light of dawn broke through the window. The moment the sun was up, I woke my partner. I was shaking, and I couldn't stop. I told them everything that had happened, the shadows, the creaking, the weight on the bed. They tried to be rational, suggesting it was a vivid nightmare brought on by the strange environment. What sleep paralysis experts call a hypnagogic hallucination. They said old houses make noises and that my mind probably just filled in the blanks. I wanted to believe them, I really did. But I knew what I felt. It wasn't a dream. We packed our bags in record time. We didn't even stop for breakfast. I just wanted out of that house. As we were loading the car, I took one last look back at the beautiful, charming southern home. It looked so peaceful in the morning light, so innocent. But I knew what was inside. We drove away and didn't look back. We cut our vacation short and went straight home. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see my own boring, normal apartment. It's been a while since that trip, but the memory is still so vivid. I have trouble sleeping in new places now. Every creak in the night makes me jump. My partner still thinks it was just an overactive imagination, but I know better. I know what I experienced. That thing was real. And let me tell you, I don't think I will ever go on vacation again. At least, not to a charming old house with a bit of character. I'll take a brand new, boring hotel room any day. Some histories are better left undisturbed. Thank you so much for listening to my story. It's a little scary to share, but I had to get it out. If you've ever had a creepy experience like this, let me know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more content. Stay safe out there.